Hello, 13th jurors. Hello. I am late, but it is worth it, I promise. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so first and foremost, I know that we are all kind of still on an excitement high from yesterday. The verdict day always hits me the hardest because the gravity of everything, I think, kind of hits me. And that's when it's like the first release, I think, of all the emotional stuff. And I'm able to kind of start to compartmentalize everything. And because I take all of this so personally, I'm able to start compartmentalizing things and putting things, like breathing again and putting things behind me after seeing justice served. And that's my favorite part. So yesterday was incredible. I'm so happy for Travis. I'm so happy for his family. It was an incredible day. So last night, Mark, who y'all know I just have been singing his praises since we've been in here, defense attorney. I can't even speak right now. So our favorite defense attorney, Mark, tweeted out that, here, let me see exactly what it says. And I'm trying to be a normal person right now, but I am not a normal person right now. I am fangirl 100%. So I want to see exactly what he said. So this is Mark Shiner. He's the defense attorney. He's the one that the whole time during his closing arguments, I was going, bam, yes, yeah, tell him. And you know how we said, oh man, he's saying everything we're saying in chat. It's almost like he's in chat. Well, I just got off the phone with Mark. What is this life? I just got off the phone with Mark and I told him how amazing he was, how incredible we thought he was. And Mark's kids are, let me back up. Last night he tweeted, and this was his tweet, his tweet, which was also a treat, but we'll get to that. I still can't catch my breath. This was his tweet last night. He said, Travis Rudolph is a free man. He was falsely accused, and the light from the darkness spread to each and every juror. It was a great day for truth and justice. Thanks for everyone's support. It means the world to us. Now, this was his first tweet in 11 years. He doesn't really do the whole social media thing. So I responded, because I started following him, even though he doesn't tweet, I started following him. I said, I streamed it on my YouTube channel, and the views for our days have been, at the end of the day, are anywhere between 11,000 to 14,000 for each day. And we are all cheering you on. I said that was probably the best closing argument that I've heard in any trial, which is something I said in chat multiple times. Amazing. I said, you said everything that our chat has been saying, and it would be an honor to have you on as a guest anytime you're able. He responded and he said, thank you for your support. Call me one day. I would be honored to be a guest. So I called him. And he does not, obviously he can't be in chat because he was in court. But Mark's kids are in our 13th juror chat, and we had no idea. So hello to Mark's kids. He said that he did a interview with Law and Crime because, they had the cameras in there. So he and Travis did an interview with Law and Crime. And he said that he doesn't want a lot of publicity for this. There's a lot of news organizations reaching out, wanting to do interviews. He's not doing interviews. except for us. He will be with us Monday morning at 9:30 Eastern. He is going to join the 13th jurors and hang out with us for a little bit. And we get to ask him questions. And I'm so excited. I don't even have words. I don't even know what to say. I told him, I was like, I'm nobody important. I'm just a little YouTuber in Florida, whatever. But I said, but I was so vocal about this because it mattered to me so much. And I've caught some crap for being so vocal about this. For the most part, it's been very positive, but I have caught some crap for being so vocal about this. But this man's life was on the line, and I've been very clear about, that being important to me, and shedding as much light on it as I could. And he said that he's heard so much about all of the support from our little family here. And so he is going to join us on Monday. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Probably one of the coolest things I've had. He asked me how long I've been doing this, and I was like, a couple months. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So something else that he said, he saw some of our stuff that was floating around, like the calling Dominique Dramonique. And he said he saw something too that was like they were calling Vanderlyn Vander lack of evidence, which I thought was really funny. I hadn't seen that one yet. But we had a good talk. I got to ask him a few things, and we'll go over some of the stuff on Monday. But I am so excited. I'm so excited. So I totally agree, Rhodey. Without his representation, I don't know that Travis would have gotten justice. He and Heidi both, which I didn't know that he and Heidi were married. I had no clue. I had no clue that they were married. So, yes, we can definitely send him a bear. Yes. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Betsy. How cool is that? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It was cool to yeah, I didn't know that they were married either. That blew my mind. I had no idea. And I was like, oh my gosh, like we were all like in love with her, like we were wanting to add her to our trial mamas calendar, which I haven't told him about yet. But I think he would be like, honored to have his wife in the trial mama calendar. But I was telling her like those openings, and then man, the way she handled Dominique on cross-examination, like the way she, did all that, that was amazing. So Heidi will not be joining him. It'll just be him, but their schedules didn't align for them to both be able to be on. But I'm excited to have. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, what is this life? It was the lucky eyebrows. It was definitely the lucky eyebrows. Oh my gosh. I'm blown away. Oh my gosh, I'm blown away. Yes, and we also talked about the gift that you did, where when he was doing the cross-examination of Vanderlyn, and she was saying that she didn't know about any evidence, and he yelled, "That's why you have to look for it." And then I think I may have been muted at the time. I may not have. I don't remember. But I was like, but I did the same thing. We yelled like the same thing at the same time. And we both did the same arm movements where we're like, you have to look for it. I told him, I talked about that too. And I was like, yeah, there were a couple times that I had to mute my stuff. So we had a great talk about the prosecutors. That was interesting. I think everybody else, let's sees the prosecutors the same way we did. So, yeah. So that was, I don't even have words. I'm so excited. It's really cool when you get to, like, and this is something I kind of went through in the Murdaugh trial too. Like, when, the trial was over and I had all these people who you spend day in and day out with them. Like, it's almost like, even though they have no clue who you are, or I didn't think they did, even though you have no clue, like, you spend so much time hanging on their every word. And, it's like you go through all of the ups and downs with them over the course of this. And which is probably why I started to get so passionate about it and get so involved in it. Because, this is not just like I can pop in and out of chat whenever, I want to, like I did before. This is like, I am here all day, every day, hanging on every word, pulling court documents every morning, going over everything I can, trying to get all the info I can to make sure that, we don't put any wrong information out there, to make sure that everything's, as up to date as possible. So this is like, it's a lot of our lives invested. So it's like, when you spend so much time with them and then you start to develop such a respect for some of these people, and then they, like, and then they become real life, and then you talk to them, and then it's like, it's a really cool thing. It's really cool. Oh, goodness gracious. Yes, well, no, not Tyler. We did not talk about Tyler. We talked, not yet. I'm going to save that for Monday, because I've got a lot of questions about that. But we talked about the Rudolphs and, just what great people they are. And, it's awesome. So Monday morning at 9:30. Now, our new trial is going to be starting too. They're in jury selection now, which is what we're going to be going over on our stream today. I've got some documents pulled and stuff like that. But we are going to be going over some of that today. Depending on when jury selection ends, I don't know if they'll be starting opening statements on Monday for that one, or tomorrow or Tuesday. We don't know. It all just kind of depends on how long jury selection goes. I wouldn't see it going. I would say Monday start at the latest, but you never know. What I'll probably do if they do start Monday morning is, we'll do our interview. We'll have Mark on and chat with him. He's got some court stuff he's got to do in the morning, and then he's going to come on with us about 9:30 Eastern, and then so we can hang out with him for a little while. And then, if the new trial does start Monday, we'll just catch up to it in like 1.25 speed, and then, skip breaks. It won't take us long to catch up at all. So we'll see. I'm so excited. So be thinking about all of your questions. Get all of your questions together, and we'll do a Q&A on Monday morning. I am so excited. All right. So before I forget, let's say hello, because y'all know I tend to forget things, especially when I'm excited. Okay, so first in chat today was, and by the way, I know today was not a normal day. Today has not been a normal day. Today has been one of those days. I have had the construction people have been back, and I guess where they're putting all the doors in, and it was really loud. And then the time they calmed down, then the fire alarm was going off out there, and my internet went down, and it's just been one thing after another. So we did not have a normal, regular morning like we normally do today, but we have a short day anyway, because all we're going to be doing today is really just introducing the new case. And then I wanted to tell y'all about our BFF who's going to be on Monday morning. And then once we go over this stuff, then we'll call it an early day, and we'll keep an eye out to see if trial's going to start tomorrow or if it's going to start Monday. So we'll see. So our first in chat was Candace Hoff. Congratulations. Get your throne and take a seat and enjoy. Portland Trailblazers TV is number 2. Congratulations to you. Take your stool and have a seat. And our third was Haley's Comet. So welcome to all of y'all. Thank you for getting to the tailgate. And sorry to leave y'all waiting, but I was on the phone with Mark, which sounds insane. Okay, so on to the next business. I tweeted it out, but but if anybody missed it, or if you don't follow me on Twitter or whatever the case may be, our new trial is the rapper. He is on trial for double murder. So his he goes by the name YNW Melly. He's best known for the song "Murder on My Mind," and he is on trial for double murder. So let's see here. Maybe I should make myself smaller. Okay, so I've got some of the documents, and we're not going to sit here and read through all of them because that's going to be kind of boring. But I just want to give y'all, yes, this is the one, the rapper with 3 personalities, supposedly. So this is it's Broward County, Florida. So once again, we're in Florida. I don't know if it's the heat, y'all, or I don't know what is happening down here in Florida, but it's always the Florida. It's always here in Florida. But this is like Miramar. So, okay, this was in 2018. Is what it says. Let's see. October 26, 2018. And let's see, on or about the 26th day of October in the year of 2018, in the county of Broward, state of Florida, Jamell Demons and Cortland Henry did then and there unlawfully and feloniously, while acting as principal, kill and murder Anthony Williams, a human being, by shooting him with a firearm with a premeditated intent to cause the death of said Anthony Williams. During the course thereof, Jamell did actually possess and discharge a firearm. There's another, let's see. Oh, this is his actual, oh, I forgot that was still up. This is his actual charges of murder in the first degree, two counts of murder in the first degree. Now, jury trial, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Oh, I might not have had it pulled up on the right one. I thought I had the PCA pulled up, but dang it, I didn't finish doing all this because I was on the phone. The probable cause affidavit. Yeah, he said he apparently, here, instead of doing court papers, we'll just pull the thing y'all can see here. Okay, so this is a death penalty case. So this is a little bit, I don't know if you have heard this yet or not, but Florida has a new law that has gone into effect where in order to get the sentencing for death penalty, you no longer, you don't have to have unanimous vote for death penalty anymore. So it's basically death penalty is a lot easier now to get approved, or to, I don't even know how you would word that because it sounds so weird saying approve, but let's see. There are a couple of, there was one really good article that I saw. earlier. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Sorry, I had planned on getting all of this set out and then I've been on the phone, but it was worth it. I would rather have to find all this stuff while I'm online than to not have been able to talk to Mark. There are articles literally coming up saying that he's dead. Like, people just, this is why you can't, this is why you have to watch the trials and not listen to the media. Okay. I don't know what that is. Let's see. So, currently standing trial after being arrested on 2 counts of first-degree murder. Investigators allegedly found evidence that proved that the artist fatally shot Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr. in 2018 in Fort Lauderdale. Police said that Melly fatally shot his friends and then staged the crime scene to look like a drive-by shooting. So that's one of the big points of this is the and you know, murder in the first is it's the premeditation, of course, but the fact that he staged, they're saying that he allegedly staged it afterwards to look like a drive-by shooting. At the time, the 19, and he was only 19 at the time. Y'all, my kid is 19. My kid is 19 years old. He'll be 20 in a few months. My kid is the same age as this. It blows my mind. He had begun enjoying his career, even collaborating with Kanye West. He's widely known for his song Murder on My Mind. Let's see. This is him, not the kitten. This is him. His trial is set to begin on the 19th of June after being... That's not right, though, because they've got stuff going now. I think it's supposed to start possibly Monday. After being arrested on 2 counts of first-degree murder in the morning, let's see, a co-defendant and confidant, Mr. Henry, rushed into Memorial Hospital Miramar's emergency room, telling medical staff 2 men were shot inside his 2018 Jeep Compass. Williams was found in the front passenger seat with gunshot wounds to his head and torso, and Thomas Jr. was found in the right rear passenger seat with gunshot wounds to the back and head by a Miramar police officer. In recounting their whereabouts, Henry said the trio had left the New Era recording studio in Fort Lauderdale when a car pulled up next to them on Miramar Parkway and opened fire. But police later came across a witness who said he was at the recording studio with Henry, Thomas, Williams, and Melly that night. So they're saying this was not the truth. He is staging this to look like a drive-by. Surveillance video saw all 4 men in the Jeep and a single 40 caliber shell casing tucked inside a white plastic bag in the left rear passenger seat where Melly was sitting. Since his arrest, Melly has been in Broward Main Jail despite efforts to get released at the height of the COVID pandemic. Okay, so this is the law that I was just talking about. So previously, you had to have all 12 jurors say that they are voting for death penalty. That's no longer the case. So now it only has to be a vote of 8-4. So all you need is 8 people to decide if you're going to be put to death or not. Death penalty hurts my heart. I think that for certain cases, especially, it's hard for me to really get my wrap my head around it. With I think with this one too, it's probably me taking it more personally, just because obviously what he allegedly did is horrible, and if if this is what happened, and he needs to be locked up. But I think that hearing that he was 19 when it happened, and knowing that I have a 19-year-old, and thinking that like that would be the age of you know you know to do something at that age and then be put to death. um it hurts my heart. I could see life in prison without parole, but death penalty. I think the main thing that bothers me about death penalty is that there are so many people on death row who are there that are innocent, and not all of them, of course, but there are. I don't. I personally don't think that circumstantial cases should be. You should be able to, whether or not I think beyond a reasonable doubt they're guilty. I don't know. I think circumstantial cases, especially, it's hard for me to agree that they should be eligible for death penalty. I don't know. Death penalty just hurts my heart. Let's see. But let me say this: there are some cases where I think it is much more understandable um, than others. Like there have been some horrible, serial killers and stuff that they've pushed for death penalty for. But I don't know. Death penalty is like one of those things that I always go back and forth because I'm too empathetic to have a hardcore stance on it. All right, let's see. I want to see. Let me see if I could find the thing about his multiple personalities or whatever it's like, or that part is what's going to make this trial really, really interesting. All right, I think this is. All right, so this is him. All right. Oh, RA's popping in. Is he at lunch? RA Raid. Hi. Hello, RA Raid. Hello, RA people. Thank you. Thank you. For those joining us from RA, hello. Hello. I love it when we raid each other's channels. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, yeah. So, hi. Hi, RA Raid. So, for those of y'all joining us from RA, I love that since we're all so many of the same people, we have kind of merged it into one. Hello, welcome. I see y'all still filing in, single file. Take your seats. Bringing in the jury. Come on in. Hello. All right, are you in here? Let me see if I can send him. Well, he probably wants to take a lunch. I was going to send him a link to join, but he probably wants to take a lunch. Send him a link just in case. Oh, hey, you're here. Okay, I'm going to send it to you. I was like, I don't want to like force you to come on, but RA is always welcome. All right, I'm sending it to you now. Hopefully you don't break my internet this time. Okay, let's see. Get him going. Let's see if I can. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I feel like I just won the lottery. Oh, he's here. Hello. Hello. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Great. I've got weird sounds going on. Maybe just 1 second. I'll be ready. I've got like you playing 3 times in my head. Good. Brandi, what happened? What happened?
Oh my gosh.
A huge interview. I have not heard you. I scrolled through and I saw just a huge smile in your ear. And people are like, you scored a huge interview. I'm like, tell me. I want to hear first person from you. What is up? What's up today?
Yes. Okay. So last night, obviously we were streaming the Travis Rudolph trial, and Mark is just like, his defense attorney is just like insanely. Mark Steiner is just insanely talented, and we had said over and over, like, if I were fighting for my life, he would be the one I wanted advocating for me. And the other defense attorney who was there, Heidi. I didn't know that they were married. They're husband and wife. I had no idea, but we loved her too. And we were like, man, she's on it, doggone it. And like, she did the opening statements, and her cross-examination of Dominique is going to go down in like cross-examination history. She's super talented. But we loved Mark so much. And he has a Twitter account that he hasn't used since 2011. And which I didn't even know until Phil showed me. I think Phil's still in here, I believe. Had tagged something, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, and this was a few days ago, and I was like, oh, he has one. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, he hasn't posted anything since 2011, but whatever, he's a legend. I'm going to follow him anyway. Well, he gets on last night.
It's been 12 years since he last tweeted. And
12 years, yeah. Yeah. So he gets on last night, and he tweeted, that Travis is a free man, and that, it was dark, and now it's, that the light has been brought to the jury, and, that he appreciates all the support. So I told him, I commented, and I was like, I streamed your trial. And, at the end of every day, I go back and look at our numbers, and because we have people in and out of chat all day. And I go back and look at our numbers, and this trial has been a big one for us. And so it's been like about 11,000 to 14,000 people, or 14,000 views every day, which is, fantastic. But out of everybody that's been on here, an overwhelming majority have been, on the defense side. And some weren't, and that's fine too, but just as the overwhelming majority. So I told him, I was like, we were rooting you on, we were cheering for you. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to shoot my shot. What's the worst he could say? No, or he'll just ignore me. So I was like, if you want to come on the show, I'd be honored to have you. And he responded, and I was like, what is this life? So he told me to give him a call. So I called him this morning, and I had a great conversation with him. He was amazing. And it's funny because during the closings, he was saying everything that we've been saying in chat, all the inconsistencies, all the things that we were thinking, he was saying it all. And as he's going, I'm like, bam, yes, tell him, and I loved it.
He read your chart, didn't he? He read your chart.
His kids were in chat.
That is awesome. Brandi, that is awesome. I'm going to have to skip out on my own live stream. I'm going to have a dummy picture of me up on Monday. And just face the video. I'm going to come in and watch. That is going to be awesome. I'm super excited for you.
I know. I'm so excited.
That's gonna be so cool.
It was really cool.
Brandi, it's gonna blow up too. It's gonna go huge.
Oh,
It's amazing.
you
deserve this.
Thank you.
This trial, I've watched. From what I've watched, I didn't get to watch all of it. Obviously, we stream at the same time.
Right.
But from what I've been able to watch, there were moments where you were just so frustrated. It's like, I don't know how anyone's blood pressure can handle the stress of this trial, and just the obnoxiousness of the witnesses and the arrogance of the investigators and you got the counsel back and forth. I'm like, I would have a heart attack streaming this trial. You did an amazing job with it. It was absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
You deserve this. I can't wait. That's going to be just a fantastic interview. And Million, here you come. Get that diamond plaque ready from YouTube. Put Brandi's name on it. It's going to happen.
Oh, it was so cool. He said that he did an interview with Law and Crime because they had the cameras in there, and so he had agreed to do an interview with them, with Travis. And he said that he's had obviously like news organizations and stuff reaching out to him, and he said that he's been turning him down. He's like, I don't want a lot of publicity from it, but I'm glad that there was light brought to it, but he doesn't want a lot of publicity. So he's been turning down the interviews, but he's like, but I'll do yours. He's like, you've been a great supporter. And he's like, he said that, his kids were in our chat. They're in their 30s and they're in our chat. And he said that, they wouldn't chat with us, but they were watching, listening, going along with us. And he said, he'd heard so many great things about it. And so he agreed to come on. So that made me feel cool too. I was like, he's turning down all the other stuff, but he's going to come be a 13th juror with us. So.
You're making some enemies in the news media. But that is awesome. That is so cool. Honestly, the platform you give him is so different than what he would get from an interview with a television station. I mean, even one of the good stations that's going to cover, even if it's favorable coverage, you take a 20-30 minute interview and you cut it down to 2 or 3 minutes, and half of that is the anchor talking or summarizing what they think you meant, and you end up losing everything you were trying to get across. So this platform, I think, will be fantastic for him. I can't wait to hear what extra juicy nuggets he drops, little behind the scenes info.
I know.
It's going to be great. That is awesome.
I know. Thank you. I had a great talk with him today, and I'll save some of it because there's some things that were really funny that, but I'll save them for our talk on Monday. But there were a few things that were really funny, and he's seen a lot of our stuff on Twitter that we're posting too. Like he saw that where we were calling Dominique Dramonique, and he said he saw the picture that I posted of the prosecutor and the lead investigator who both did horrible jobs, like where they're like besties and stuff on Facebook. And so he's seen a lot of our stuff, but it's one of those things that, like, that's the things, like, and we even have that in one of our things in here, like when people start to get out of hand, we have like one of our little not trigger warnings, but one of our little commands is let's all be respectful, because you never know who's in here, who's listening.
Right.
Yeah. And
you can have family, you can have victims, you can have all sorts of things on there.
Yeah.
We've seen that as well.
Yeah.
Brandi, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you. I have to skip out I need to be here, guys. We're going to have to skip out on trial on Monday so I can watch. It's going to be awesome. We have Dr. G tomorrow because there was some breaking news in the Brian Koberger case. They're trying to push for no cameras in the courtroom, and they cited Dr. G's video as a reason. So we're going to bring him on and talk about this, and we're excited for that. That's going to be first thing tomorrow morning, but that's Friday, and then all weekend long I'll just be waiting for your live stream on Monday.
I
know. So I cannot wait.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm so excited. It's going to be at 9:30 Eastern. So he's got some court stuff he has to do in the morning, and then he's going to be on with us at 9:30 Eastern. So I am going to be up at like 3 a.m. like this at my computer,
you're not
like waiting.
Sleep. You're not going to sleep the night before. I know you.
I probably won't.
Brandi, that's awesome. I just want to wish you congratulations. I have like 30 seconds to eat lunch, and then I've got to go live stream again.
Okay, yes.
But have a great stream. Awesome. You are my favorite streamer by far. I think you're right there at the top.
You're my favorite streamer too. So
thanks, Brandi. Thanks for letting me pop on too.
Of course, anytime. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Bye. I love him. I won't be sleeping. I don't even know how I'm even going to sleep over the weekend. Yeah, it's going to be 9:30 Eastern, and I'll tweet all this out when we finish our little stream today. Did I see JT in here a second ago? JT, are you in here? If you're in here, blink your eyes. Oh my gosh! Should I wear my port? Should I wear my eyebrows? Look, I still have. Oh wait, on this one, I washed them off, but I still have. I still have a little piece right here that I didn't apparently scrub good enough with my washer. Oh, hey, JT. You're gonna need to call in sick on Monday or call in late. I could not do all this without JT. We make a good team. Oh my goodness. No, I'm going to wear my natural. I'm going to not wear my. I'm just going to. They're just going to exist. I'm not going to wear them. They're just going to exist. But I am saving the good luck eyebrows for verdict days only because that's what we did. But it was a funny joke. But I'm going to save them for verdict days only. And besides that, if y'all know that I can't fix my face anyway, and I'm so expressive. And if I put on my eyebrows, then you can see my expressions even more. So. Yeah, those eyebrows are for verdict only. Those are my verdict brows. So, let's see. Yes, they were tattoos. I put them on yesterday morning. So any of y'all who have no idea what I'm talking about, I got an email that said from a lady who said that she loved the stream, but she didn't really want to watch. Or couldn't really pay attention because my eyebrows, apparently I don't have enough eyebrows for her, and that was distracting. So it became like this big joke. And so I got these as a surprise in my mailbox, the tattoo eyebrows from Lisa Dempsey. Oh, so funny. So funny. So funny. Yeah, they look, I got mixed reviews on them because I'm not used to them. So every time I would see myself, I'd be like, I thought the same thing, like caterpillars. But but then I had, I know that eyebrows are in. So then I had, some people were like, they loved them. So it was mixed reviews, but I was not used to them. So every time I would glance up and see myself over there, then I was like, what is happening to my face? But it was a funny joke. And now it's going to be a new thing. Every single verdict day, I'm having the good luck brows. Goodness gracious. I'm still on cloud 9 from my talk this morning. There were a bunch of things that we talked about in chat during this trial. Leave it to JT to bust out in song, even though it's like a chat song, but I'm singing it in my head as I'm reading it, JT. Oh, I could have a good luck unibrow. I could just make them closer together. So the whole mark thing. Any questions that y'all have, be thinking about them. We'll do on YouTube. We'll do a Q&A, and we can ask him about stuff. He was very candid with me on the phone, and so there's some things that I still don't want to talk about yet because I want us to all talk about it together. But he was very candid on the phone, and I'm excited to hear what all he has to say. That poor lady would probably never knew that this is going to turn into a whole thing. That's really funny. That's a good idea. I can do the mustache and JT can do the wig, and we'll just swap places one day. We'll have our names swapped. Next WTF show. I see it coming. Hey, Ricky Watson. Oh, my thing just popped up. Let's see. I was reading some of your comments and I got lost. I don't know what some of those comments are. I'm not sure. I don't know what time he said. He said in the morning. I'm not really sure. I doubt I am going to be on first thing in the morning, depending on jury selection. So I would like to be over there as well for to see Dr. G on his show. So we will. I'll try to find that out. And RA doesn't tweet a whole lot, but when I find out what time it is, I'll send out a tweet. I know a lot of y'all follow me on Twitter too. So yes, Travis is home. He is home with his family. He's got his ankle monitor off. He was on Instagram Live, just excited, hanging out with his family, and dancing around and in great spirits. And he had his ankle monitor off, and he was dancing around. He was saying, "New ankle, who dis?" It was really cute. He was excited. So, 9 is that for 9? Oh, yep, 9 a.m. Dr. G. Okay, so 9 a.m. tomorrow, 9 Eastern for Dr. G. All right, so now we know. I'll tweet it out too when we finish here. The only way that I'll be on tomorrow is if they happen to finish jury selection today. So, yeah, that was really funny to see him. New ankle, who dis? It was cute. He was so excited. No, Melly is not home. Actually, he ain't going nowhere. He has no bond. He actually, let me share my screen again because we got distracted because of the RA raid and then going over. Kathy, you mentioned that. So y'all know I'm a bit of a detective. Or I'm nosy, however you want to say it. Either way, I'm nosy. But I say I'm a detective because that sounds better than I'm nosy. So I found her on Instagram, and yesterday she put on her story that and one of our people, I won't say the name because I don't know if she wants me to. One of our people found her first. I did not find her first. One of our people found her first, and then I went looking and was looking at her stuff, and she put on her story that Travis was free. So maybe she lives over here closer to me though, and he lives down in South Florida. But Mandy Wright is a new member. Welcome, Mandy. We are happy to have you. Thank you for joining. You look good in green. Take your seat. You get to use all the fun emojis. Let's see. I know you like the gossip, the rumor, and the innuendo. That's your favorite part. Yeah, I'm nosy. I'm nosy when it comes to all this stuff, so that's fine. Maybe right. We're glad you made it official. Lurk away, chat away, whichever you prefer. Hello. Let's see. Alrighty. Tosh, I wonder what Dom and Bad Crew are thinking today, hiding their faces, I think. Actually, I tagged her in some stuff on Twitter, and now she's deleted her Twitter. There was a TikTok video type thing that somebody had posted saying, it was a woman saying something about you need to stop, and it wasn't towards her, it was just towards people who do this in general, but it said something about you need to stop calling your brothers and your family members and exaggerating things and getting them all riled up because you're getting people beat up and killed and stuff like that. And I tagged her in it. Let's see. I see what you did there, Red Pen. Okay, back to what we were doing here. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be starting a new trial. I'm going to go over this part now. And then we're not going to do a real long day today. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get done. And then since we're going to be in a new trial, either tomorrow or Monday, I've got a lot of stuff I need to get done today. And so we're going to do a shorter stream today and then rest up my friends because, yeah, I don't think she was glad that I tagged her. Let's see. Thank you, Duke Delta. I feel the weight of all of the stuff that was going on. It feels like it's off of me. It was great. And one thing, by the way, from our conversation this morning that Mark and I both look at me acting like Tyler, calling him Mark like we're on a first name basis. But one thing that we agreed on was that comb over, and he did see he saw where we were calling him comb over. He did see that. That did get around. But I told him, I was like, we didn't allow any of that until he was so blatantly disrespectful. And then I was like, y'all want to go after his haircut? Go ahead. So he saw we were calling him that. But he said that one thing that we did agree on was that comb over was acting completely unhinged during this, and we agreed on that. All right, so yeah, he saw a lot more. That goes to show you, though, people like these people that we talk about, that's why we have on our little things. You never know who's listening. If we do go on tomorrow, it won't be a long one. It just depends on, I've got to see what I might get, since I didn't get to get everything together today that I wanted to for this stream because of all the stuff going on with Mark. I may do a short one tomorrow. We might just do something like maybe while RA is at lunch or something. Like it's not going to be an all day thing. Now, if they do finish jury selection today and the trial starts tomorrow, then it'll be an all day thing. But we'll have to see. Let's see. Yeah, she deleted the one where I was tagging her and stuff. So, or no, she didn't block me because wouldn't it say if I was blocked? It just says it's not there anymore. So, yeah, the entire prosecution was unhinged. I agree. And, that was something that he and I talked about too. Like the low blows that they were taking. Oh, I love that, Lisa. Mark the Shark. I love that. The one of the things that we were talking about too is Miss Linda. We all the world fell in love with Miss Linda. She wasn't even going to testify. She did not want to get up there. She wasn't going to, and it was towards the very end before trial actually started where he was able to convince her, like, you have to do this, like they're gonna, it's important for them to hear your story. So that was interesting too, that looking at the weight that her testimony carried with all of us, it was the absolute right thing for her to get up there and do it, but she was not planning on it. She didn't want to. So that was a good call on his part to, make sure she knew the importance of it and get her up there, because her testimony did carry a lot of weight, I think, with all of us and, and the 12 jurors. So, okay. So back to this one, the Melly case. This is the one, this is the article, I think, that's talking about his different personalities. So this is why it's kind of This is why this one's going to be very complicated and interesting. And this is not like a necessarily a Letitia Stalk type personality thing, but this is what it says about that. So let's see. Show, is this the one? Oh, his mixed personalities. Okay, so a Showtime New Year's, Melly flips on his game face and disappears to a side room for shots of Hennessy. The room erupts in howls, and a friend notices the sudden arrival of Melly's second personality, Melvin. So Melly has another personality named Melvin. He turned himself in, charged with 2 counts of premeditated first-degree murder. They have the forensic evidence, staged crime scene, covering up the murder of their close friends. Now, these are supposed to be close friends that he killed. So it's a weird. There's a lot of parts to this one, which is why I was really wanting to get all this stuff together before we got on air. But then me and my new best friend were on the phone. So, yeah. So he has songs, and he has been talking like this is not like something that he came out with like for this trial, like Letitia. This is like something that he says is like his. This is not a trial thing like it was with Letitia. This is like an ongoing thing. And now I think Melvin is the one that, I think if somebody else remembers, Melvin is the one who he says did this. Let's see. A couple months ago, I lost my 2 brothers by violence, and now the system wants to find justice. He wrote on Instagram moments before the news broke, posting a photo of himself. Unfortunately, a lot of rumors and lies are being said, but no worries. God is with me and my brother. We want y'all to remember it's a YNW family, and I love you. Okay, so he had phone access while he was in jail. And he was still on Twitter and stuff too, which I'm going to bring that up in a second. And he sure did think he was going home. Let's see. Yeah, that's the interview that he said that he did that was he was not happy with. I'm going to watch it when we're done. He was not happy with it at all. Let's see. Okay, so this is the song, the Kanye West assisted music video for Mixed Personalities, peaked at number 2. Where is the thing about the other childhood? Okay, look, this is. All right, so this is his Twitter. So he lost. Where is it? He had a thing saying that he lost. Oh, it's about that time. He says he'll be going home this year. Now that was April of last year, so that was a little over a year ago. But he didn't make it home last year. Obviously, he's still in jail. All right, this is it. He said, to all my loved ones and close friends, I wanted to let y'all know that my phone privilege have been revoked. I'm no longer allowed to call or have video visitation. That is the reason why no one has received any calls from me. But do not worry, I'm in great spirits. So he was still kind of trying to connect with his fans and his people, while he was locked up. But I've had a chance to go through some of the court documents, but not everything. I didn't start going through them until last night. But there's a lot, y'all. There's a lot of stuff involved in this one. It's going to be a really wild trial. I'm going to try to get everything together. Is JT still in here? I'm going to try to get all of the court docs together. I'm going to try to go over those, and if we don't do a live stream about it, then I'll just put out a video for it. But I will get all of it going. I think that this happened in October 2018, but I don't think he was arrested until 2019. And there's a lot that, and I don't want to make any judgments until I've had a chance to go through everything and hear everything. But this is going to be a really wild case. It's going to be really weird. It's going to be wild. It's going to be different. There's, they're trying to have some certain testimonies, prevented from, like, different experts not allowed to come in, and there's a lot. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. If jury stuff finishes today, it will start tomorrow. I'm hoping that it doesn't. I'm hoping that they can get me tomorrow, because I really, after all of this Travis stuff, I really need a break. And I would love to just have one short little stream tomorrow to go over all of the documents and stuff after I get them together. That's what I'm hoping for the most, but we'll see. But if not, then we can go ahead and start tomorrow. I'll keep an eye on it. But where's JT Bruce card? Speak for yourself. I literally just texted you. JT, I always need you. I don't know. I would love to. I would love to have an interview with Travis. I hope. And I had this pulled up when I was going to show this when we were talking about oops, shoot, what did I do? Look at this. What is that? Where'd it go? Look, I love that. I love that. It makes me happy to see. I'm going to do, when we finish here, I'll do a tweet with all the information for it. I would love to have Travis on. I would love to have Daryl on. I would love to have any of them on. I would love to hear how things are, looking up for him now and how things are going. So we'll see. It would be great, but even if we can never get them, I'm so excited to have Mark on here Monday. So exciting. No, I still need you. Where are you? Answer my text. Oh, you did. Oh, yes. Good. I wouldn't get rid of you anyway. I tricked you into joining me, so now you're stuck. No, we are only married through the live stream world. He is my live stream husband. He has an actual real life wife, and I would rather have all of my teeth pulled than to have an actual real life husband. So, he's laughing at me. Okay, so let's see. He's not. I'm going to check one thing real quick before we go. He has a whole wife, y'all. He has a whole wife. It's so funny. Oh, my people. I love y'all. Okay. For Monday, think about what questions y'all have. Oh, we still have 15 minutes. Let me get my handy dandy notepad. Blue's Clues would say. All right, let's see. Yeah, the corruption part of it is one big thing I know that we're all going to have questions on. I have whole eyebrows. I love that one weird email turned into like this huge thing. I love it so much. Yeah, any of your questions, if you can email them to me at Brandi@brandichurchwell.com. I can get some together. We'll do a Q&A while we're live, and we can take live chat questions too. But if y'all send me the questions that you definitely want asked, the ones that get sent to me the most are the ones that I'll make sure get asked. The potty question, Tyler. Oh, Tyler and the potty. I wonder if Tyler's reached out and asked to go have coffee and chat. Probably not. Let's see. Thank you. JT did not believe it was his business to tell that he has a whole wife. Yeah. It wasn't his business to tell. He hasn't seen her since this morning. That's the past. That's how that works, according to Dominique. Hey, JT. You got to call in sick Monday. Yeah. Okay. Ask if Travis could still face civil lawsuits. So there is a civil lawsuit that Travis is a defendant on right now. So the civil lawsuit is filed by Sebastian's mom. Sebastian's mom filed it against Travis, DJ or Daryl, the brother, Miss Linda, Keyshawn, and Miss Camille, which is Keyshawn's mom. So the ones, oh, yep, I talked to him about that today too, and boy, do we both share the same opinions on that. I talked to him about that today too, and I told him how pissed I was about all that. So with the civil lawsuit, so those are the ones that she named. So with Travis, it was because he, like, the way that the wording is that he owed it to Keyshawn, or owed it to Sebastian rather, to tell him that he was about to fire the firearm, and to and for having the firearm even though it was legal. Nothing that really legally makes sense. Miss Linda and Daryl, Miss Linda, because it was her house and she allowed a legal gun to be in her house. None of the stuff on that one seems like it's really going to stick either. With Daryl, kind of same thing. It's like there's no legal basis for any of the stuff for that one. With Camille, it's because she owned the car, the Cadillac that they drove. So she's saying that since she owned the Cadillac they drove, even though she didn't, know that they were going to take it to go do all that or whatever, that she's responsible for that. And so she's getting, I think it's like 50,000 each for each of these is the civil suit. The only one that I think could possibly stick is the one for Keyshawn, because one of the things that she says in there is that he didn't drive, knowing that Sebastian had been shot, he did not drive to the hospital. So for that one, I could see that one being a thing. But for the others, I don't see. But I will say this too, with civil lawsuits, it is different than with, like with a murder trial. Like, criminal suits are, it has to be beyond a reasonable doubt is your burden of proof. With civil, it just has to be more likely than not. So it's like you can have all kinds of doubts, but it just has to be more likely that, they are responsible for this, whatever. But I can see the one with Keyshawn, because he should have taken their butts to the hospital. He should have. Well, he should have kept their butts at home is what he should have done. But once they made that mistake, he should have gone, should have gone to the hospital instead of passing two hospitals and going to an abandoned parking lot. But that's the only one I could see possibly sticking. So we'll see. Burden of proof is much lower. It's just all it has to be is more likely than not, basically. I know, I'm excited too. Yeah, it's like I feel the same way. Lisa Dipsy, it's the good look eyebrows. That's what did it. I think it's also really cool that he said he did the one interview with Law and Crime, because they had the cameras in there and stuff. So that was, so he did that one interview with, him and Travis, and he hasn't been, accepting any of the other interviews. And I think that part's really cool. Like, that just goes to show you, you never know who's listening and what a difference you're making, even when other people think that you should shut up. If you just keep living how you want to live and being yourself, there are people who will appreciate that. And I think that's kind of cool. I believe that was just this morning. I think he said that they just filmed it this morning. My attack eyebrows. I would just have to do them like up like this instead to make them a little bit more, interesting. Are there any other big questions that I need to put on my little thing that you can email them to me, or you can give them to me now and I can mark them down, because I'm going to start getting my list together of stuff. He tweeted last night, just saying, basically like, that he's excited that Travis is, free, and that he, yes, we have a mark the shark emoji now. Yes. Make sure I put that on my thing. Okay. He tweeted that he, that Travis was, a free man, that he was home, everything was, what was dark, the jurors, were able to, see everything come to light, and that he appreciated the support. And I responded to it. I commented on it and said, that we were streaming it and we were cheering him on, and that, his closing was unbelievable. I have not gone back and watched the closings of the prosecutors, because why would I do that to myself? But I have gone back and watched his again, and I was still just as moved the second time that I did it. And I told him, I was like, I'd be honored if you came on. And I was expecting to basically just kind of get ignored, but he responded pretty quickly. And oops, that's a good one. He responded pretty quickly, and he said that to call him and that it would be an honor. So I called him this morning and I was like, I won't call him before he changes his mind. And I called him this morning and he said that he's seen all the support and everything from our channel and that he appreciated it. And that his kids, he said his kids are in their 30s and, they were following this and that they have, they've been in here with us and we didn't know it. So that they were, his kids were telling him, good things about our stream and our chat. And because of that support, he said he would be honored to come on with us. So kind of cool. Let's see. It's not that I didn't allow you. I tried to call him in the morning real quick before he changed his mind. Oh, let's see. Yeah, he did the one interview with Law and Crime, and he was not happy with how it went, apparently. Oh, I love that. Mighty Heidi and Mark the Shark. That's awesome. Detective Vanderland. He said that he's been seeing her called Detective Vander Lack of Evidence. Oh, that's so funny. So funny. Oh, no. I did not see that. I did not. I missed that one. That's pretty funny. Let's see. That's a good one. Does he think we can add that one? Police erased the videos. Yeah, his name is with a C. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was hilarious. The DNA stands for did not investigate. Let's see. Mark didn't. He said it wasn't. He wasn't happy with how it went or how it was. I don't think he really is into giving interviews. Yeah, yeah, not investigate because that would be an I. Ask. All right. Any other major questions? That we can add. Probably because if his kids were in chat, to me it wasn't necessarily the looks. His voice was like his voice sounds so much like him, and so I even said something about like he's like the middle brother of him and John C. Reilly. Like he's got that same tone to his voice. Ask him if he thought Drew was on your side. Oh, that's a good one. Where'd it go? Everything just moved. Going after the Rudolphs for their Fifth Amendment rights. Good one. Ask what about the judge? What is it specifically? I don't think the interviewer, I don't know if y'all have seen it. I don't think the interviewer knew much of anything about anything with this trial. Let's see. Anything else big? Did he expect the jury to come back so quickly? I want to know what one thing made him the maddest during trial. I know what it. I think everybody who's been on the stream knows what my answer is, but I'm curious what his is. Was he feeling the rush of the judge? Okay, we can put that on our little list. Ask if Travis was as calm as he appeared at verdict. He said that they're all like, their demeanors are like that. He said that, that's just how they were. And he said, poor DJ is like, just, like a homebody and doesn't like to get out into, everything. And, for him to be drug into all this, it's just so not his personality or his character to be in all the drama and stuff. Let's see. well, we can add that. That's hilarious. Let's see. I have not seen any of the jurors speaking out at this point. Let's see. He didn't say he told me this morning that he saw that picture that I posted, but he didn't say if he if he knew that before, like that they were friends or whatever. He didn't say if he knew that before, but we can ask him. Okay, anything else? No, I haven't heard that yet. I'll have to listen. Travis going to get his real estate license. You know what? I bet he'll actually sell a house. How about that, Dominique? Tyler does not have much social media that I know of, or that I could find. I know he said he doesn't. If he has like Snapchat or something, I'm not good on Snapchat and all that stuff. But and that's harder to find people anyway because you can't find anything. I have not seen any of that. I found Sebastian's. And I've seen pictures where they tagged, like people have tagged Sebastian. So I found I've seen him in some of his friends' stuff that they posted on Instagram, but I have not been able to find an account for him. And I did find Dominique's Twitter, and then she disabled it. I tagged her in a thing about not being dramatic. Okay, so we got a good start for our questions. Any of the other things that, if I missed your question, now or if you think of anything, email it to me. I'm going to be getting our list together, and I am so excited and so honored that he's going to come hang out with us. And I can tell you that he more than likely definitely believes like the wrong people are on trial. He's I'll give him a chance to talk about what he thinks about all that, but he's awesome. The interview Monday will be 9:30 Eastern time, so 9:30, 8:30 Central. And he is going to be, he's got some court stuff in the morning, and then at 8 o'clock, and then he'll be back to his office, and he's going to join us after that. So y'all, I'm so excited. This is huge. This is so cool. It's such a, like, there's so many questions I have, and it's just, it's really a cool opportunity, and it makes me like just so dang proud of our little group. I'm so excited. So excited. All right. So if y'all want to, I will keep you updated. I didn't realize that like you can make posts on YouTube. This is how much I know about YouTube. I only started one 3 months ago. So I didn't realize that. I will make a post on YouTube when, and I'll tweet it out too, of course, and put it on the Facebook page. But when we figure out what the plan is for tomorrow, I will put it in all 3 of those spots so we know. It depends on jury selection today. If we don't go to trial tomorrow for Melly/Melvin, then I will probably do just a very short stream tomorrow once I actually have time to get all the stuff together today that I was planning on getting together this morning, but didn't get a chance to because of everything. It will be just a very short one, probably just like maybe during lunchtime or something. I want to see the interview with Dr. G tomorrow, so I don't want to stream in the morning. Unless we have to if we go to trial. But so other than that, we'll probably just do a short one around lunchtime. And as soon as I know, though, we'll do a post on YouTube and then Twitter and Facebook to let y'all know what the plan is. So, and if the one that's coming up right now that we're about to do is for anybody who joined us late, is the YNW Melly, who is on trial, double murder trial for the alleged murder of his 2 very close friends that he then staged to look like a drive-by. So I appreciate y'all so much being here. I appreciate so much. Like, y'all have just made me such a happy woman. I'm just overwhelmed with the like amazing support in the community that we've built, and I just love y'all to pieces. We are going to, if you will buckle up, hold on to your seats, arms and legs inside, and we are going to portal y'all over to RA so that we can catch some of his too. So yes, I plan on doing Shaw Business. I think RA is doing Sarah Boone, so we're going to do Shaw Business. So since they're going on at the same time, which is, and basically during that time, nobody's going to sleep because everybody wants to see these 2 trials. So nobody's going to sleep because we're going to be doing one during the day and then catching up on the other one at night. So it'll be a wild ride. Thank y'all for reporting to jury duty. And I just appreciate y'all so much. So I will see y'all over we're going to portal you over. I'll see you over in RA. And if you have to go now, then I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you.